if you're trying to fix your relationship after infidelity, it can feel like it's never going to happen. It can feel hopeless, and you can feel like this one mistake, whether it was made by your partner or by you, is devastating and detrimental, and that there's no coming back from it. But the reality is the infidelity is just a symptom of an underlying disease that your relationship had that neither you or your partner were aware of. Welcome to the channel, everyone. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Mindy, and I work with men in long-term relationships and marriages to empower them with the right skills, knowledge, and mindset to transform their love communication style to repair and rebuild their relationship. So if you're going through a hard time right now in your relationship, maybe you're headed for divorce, separation, or just trying to fix your relationship, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified every time I release a new video on this subject. But really, why does infidelity happen? In most cases, the answer to that question is very simple. Now, we're not talking about cases of sex addicts or cases of somebody who is constantly addicted to the rush of new people. We're not talking about those scenarios. We're talking about real men and women who are in long-term relationships, who really love their spouse, and they made a mistake. Why did the mistake happen? And really, guys, as simple as it may seem, the reason infidelity happens, whether it was you who stepped out or your partner who stepped out, is because somebody was unfulfilled emotionally in their love tank. I talk about love lingo and love jargon in a lot of videos, and the reality is when you get so emotionally unfulfilled, there's a disease that starts to happen in your relationship. Resentment occurs, you start lashing out at each other, you start getting angry. And another symptom of the love lingo tank not being filled is infidelity, because you might actually then step out on your partner because you're craving being fulfilled so much. And then after you step out, maybe it happened a couple times, maybe it was long term and you realize it's not for you, you really love your partner really loves you. Whatever the case, the thing is it stems from the disease in the relationship of the love lingo tank not being fulfilled. Somebody is showing love to their partner in a way that's not resonating with their partner. So their partner is starting to feel unfulfilled and they make a mistake. Or you start to feel unfulfilled and you made a mistake. Now, when that happens, it really does. It feels like the end of the world. Your partner's not going to forgive you. Maybe you feel like you can't forgive your partner. But if you can really just look at this as a symptom of an underlining condition that's going on in the relationship, it's really going to help shift your mindset to one where you realize that it is repairable. It's going to take time. You can't fix this overnight, of course not. But it's going to take time to really diagnose what the real problem was. What was the person who stepped out, whether it was you or your partner, what were they lacking? Because once you can identify what was lacking, you can then alter your love jargon to fulfill the partner's love lingo tank. Now, this is not to excuse the fact that it's okay to step out. I don't condone cheating, but I understand that humans sometimes make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, the person who made the mistake obviously needs to own up to it. And that's the first step to fixing the relationship, is owning up to the fact that you fucked up. Okay? Own up to it. That needs to happen. The person who cheated needs to own up to it. But then after that, the person who didn't cheat needs to address the underlying issue, which is what were they lacking? And this person over here has to also ask themselves, okay, what were they lacking? Because what happens is, it's not that one person lacks and the other person is over here perfect. No, this draining of the love lingo tank happens to both of you. It's not just one or the other that's happening. It's not just this person over here who was unfulfilled, so they stepped out. A lot of times, the person who didn't step out was also feeling unfulfilled, which is why they didn't fulfill their partner. So it's a vicious cycle. So I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. Years ago, before my husband and I developed the love lingo and love jargon framework that really shifted our love communication style and was able to bring our relationship to levels that we never thought possible, before that, we were in the same boat as you guys. We were in a situation where we were arguing all the time. We were gaslighting, stonewalling, getting defensive, getting angry. We were doing all the things. We were being assholes to each other. And this is a situation that happened that I had no idea was happening. But basically, every night when I would take a shower, the shower head would not be in my shower head position. And I got frustrated because for so long, the shower head was in the shower head position that I liked. I liked a really hard stream on my back. And my husband was constantly switching it to the rain. And I got pissed off. And I went to him and I'm like, why the fuck do you constantly change the shower head? You're changing the shower head and you're never putting it back. And it's really, really hard for me because my hands are not able to get around it correctly to switch it. And I was very pissed off about this and very angry. And you know what he said? He said, well, I have been changing the shower head for years, and not one time have you ever said, thank you, I really appreciate that you changed the shower head for me. Not one time. And when my husband and I first met, the shower head was on how I liked it. He moved into me, and we actually brought the shower head with us to our new location. And I never, ever realized that every single day for years, he was actually switching the shower head and switching it back for me. I had no idea. None. I just didn't know. And he had no idea that I didn't know. He didn't think that I just presumed that he liked the same shower that he did. But what happened was because we were so unfulfilled emotionally in our love tanks, we stopped doing things for one another. He never received words of encouragement and praise for switching the shower head. So what did he do? He acted out, he started feeling resentful, and he stopped doing it. And what did I do when I realized I have to do this every day? I got pissed off and I felt resentment and I got angry. And those were stupid little cases, but this is happening in relationships all the time. My relationship isn't special or different or unique from any of your relationships. The only difference is we were able to really sit down, communicate, figure out what the fuck was going on, and fix it. And we fixed it by really understanding that we had a love tank that was not being fulfilled emotionally by the other person in the correct way. And even something like infidelity, that can arise based on something stupid that's going on. One person's not fulfilled, so they're not fulfilling the other person, and it just ends up blowing up to somebody stepping out in the marriage. And that's why, guys, like I said, you got to take a step back and you have to start at the beginning. You really have to reevaluate how you receive love, how your partner receives love. I have put in the comments of this video a link to take the What's Your Love Lingo quiz. Take the quiz. Discover what fills you up. Send it to your partner. Discover what fills them up. It's really important to ask yourself, have I been showing love in the way that my partner needs to receive it? And have they been filling me up in the way I need to receive it? Because all the problems, it comes down to not being fulfilled emotionally. And all of us show love and receive love in different ways. And if you're showing love in a way that's not resonating with your partner, guess what? They don't feel loved. They're feeling hate. They feel like you don't care about them. Just like my husband started to feel hate that I never thanked him for the shower head. I just didn't know. It happens. So it's important to really ask yourself, okay, what is it that fills them up? What fills me up? And then after you discover what fills you guys up, take a list. I always say take the top 3, add the results up to 75%, because it's not just the top 1, it's the top 3, especially if some of them are evenly split. So you're going to want to make sure that you're hitting 75% of your partner's love lingo every single day. Every single day. Yeah, every single day. Relationships take effort to be happy. My husband and I, every single day now, we ensure we're filling each other's love tank. And my husband and I, we've made a little game of the shower head. When he does the shower head for me, which is literally probably every single night now, I figure out a way to thank him. Sometimes I write him a cute little note on the mirror. Sometimes I come in and I give him a kiss and I say thank you. Sometimes I'll send him a little text, guess what happened? I mean, I'm showing him appreciation. And you know what? It might seem ridiculous to you guys, but it works. And now we're here helping hundreds of other couples repair their relationship by just introducing to them the same framework that we have discovered. And that's why, guys, once you take the Love Lingo quiz, figure out what the top 3 ways are, make sure it adds up to 75%, and fill that Love Lingo tank every single day. And you know, a lot of you guys don't even realize how to fill the tank. And that's why I'm developing the Love Jargon Reset mini course. And what that's going to do is that's going to really help you guys discover how you naturally show love. What are you doing that shows love to your partner? What comes natural to you that's not resonating over here? For me, I was doing acts of kindness to my husband. I would organize his tools and go out and clean out his truck for him. But that didn't resonate. What he wanted and what he needed in his love tank was for me to be like, hey, baby, thank you so much for changing the shower head. It really means a lot to me. That's what he needed. He didn't need me over here pitter-pattering, organizing his tools. He didn't care if his tools were a mess. He didn't care. That's not what filled his tank. So that's why it's important to discover how you specifically show love. How does your partner show love? Are you guys mismatched? Of course you're probably mismatched, which is why the infidelity occurred to begin with. Because someone got to a point where instead of arguing and getting defensive, they just stepped out. So in order to get rid of that symptom, you got to get to the root cause of the illness. The root cause always comes down to a love communication mismatch. Figure out how you each show love and receive love, and get on the same page and start implementing the love jargon that fills your partner's love lingo tank, and you'll be able to repair your relationship. And I'm not saying that it's not going to take time, because when somebody steps out on the marriage, whether it was you or her, it doesn't matter. The person who stepped out is going to have to deal with the fact that the other person is going to need time to be able to forgive them and forget. Oftentimes, the partner who was cheated on can forgive a lot easier than they can forget. The forgetting is what takes time, and that's why the person who did step out really also needs to figure out what they were not giving their partner as well. That's why it's important for both of you guys to come together and discover what you both needed. Just continue on the Love Lingo and Love Jargon framework. Ensure that you're filling each other up every single day. And in time, your trust will be rebuilt and your relationship will be repaired. And if you guys are interested in getting on the wait list for my Love Jargon Reset mini course, comment Love Jargon in the comments and I will put you on the wait list. In the meantime, I will put a link to take the What's Your Love Jargon quiz in the comments, so this way you can at least get on the path of figuring out how you actually show love to your partner so you can start repairing your relationship. I hope this video was helpful. If so, guys, hit me a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to the channel. And as always, everyone, stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, focus on falling back in love.